What have we been learning about this week? Slope. In y equals mx plus b, which part is the slope? The m. What is it also known as? The rate. I have taught you 2 ways to find slope. Who remembers the first way we learned on Monday? So what is the first way I taught you to find slope? Rise over run. When do we use rise over run? When there's a graph. Very good. Then I taught you the slope formula. Does anybody remember it? y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. When do we use this? When we have coordinates. I'm going to teach you something new today called your stat button. This is what we're going to do today. It's called your stat button. Your stat button will find slope. It's going to do it for you, but you need 2 pair of coordinates or a table of coordinates. But you only need 2, just like you need 2 dots when you do rise over run. Okay? So what is slope? Let's just go over it one more time. Slope is steepness. It is not distance and length. It does not matter how long or short it is. It is how steep it is. Like if I'm standing on a roof, would I be able to hold on and not fall off? That's steepness, okay? Here's your slope formula. We already learned this on Tuesday. Today, these are going to be our steps in our calculator. It looks like a lot, but it really, really isn't. It's going to do all of the work for you. Okay, so I'm going to go over the steps with you and just kind of say them out loud, and then we'll go through them together. You're going to push your stat button. You're going to choose option 1 for edit, and don't do it yet. We're going to go through it together. For L1, L1 stands for list. List 1 is where you're going to put in your X values. L2 is the list 2. You're going to put in your Y values. Okay? Then you're going to go to Stat, Calc, option 4, and then you hit Enter until it gives you the slope. It will also give you the Y-intercept, but we only care about slope today. For today, the slope is the A. I don't know why the calculator doesn't call it M, but they call it A. So if it says A equals, then that's your slope. So when I tell y'all this is easy, like it's super, super easy. The only thing you'll mess up on is accidentally maybe putting in numbers wrong in your calculator. So let's go do these steps. So everybody get your calculator out. What button am I going to go to? Stat. So stat is right below delete, right next to the arrows. Does everybody see it? So you're going to hit stat, and you're going to choose option 1 for edit. Your calculator shouldn't have anything in there. Mine does because I use it all the time. So here's the thing. If you want to clear out your list, you go up. So y'all watch because I have to clear it out. I go up to L2 and hit clear, and then just go back down and it clears it. I go up to L1 and hit clear, and it clears it. Now, if you hit delete, the whole list will delete and you won't be able to do it anymore. You'll have to restore your list. So don't hit delete, hit clear. Does everybody understand? All right, let's go put in example 1. What does it say? For L1, you put in your X's. So we're going to go put in all of these X values under L1. So we're going to put in, I should see everybody doing it, -2 and then hit enter. -1, hit enter. 0, enter. 1, enter. 2, enter. Now we're going to go over to L2 and put in our Y's. Are y'all okay with this? So I'm going to put -3, enter, and every time you push the number, you have to hit enter. Does anybody need help? Okay, now that your list is put in, follow the steps I put on the paper. What does it say to hit next? Hit stat again, and now go over to calc, because we want it to calculate our slope and y-intercept. So you go over to calc. It says choose option 4, but before you choose it, let's talk about why we're choosing that option. Look at option 4. What does it say? It's talking about a linear equation in ax plus b form. Now, that's mx plus b. Again, I don't know why the calculator wants to call the slope a and not m, but it does. So if you ever forget, you're looking for that ax plus b. So choose option 4. And then you're just going to hit enter until it gives you the answer. So it's going to just go like that. Now it gives you the answer. The slope is the a. So what is the slope? 2. The y-intercept is the b. We're not doing that today, but just so you know, we will do that in the future. Okay? So my answer is 2. Could I have done slope formula instead? I would have just had to pick 2 coordinates and done y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. But I think that this is easier because there's no error. Like, you just type it in. Everybody good? All right, let's go do this one. So let's practice clearing out our list. So go back to Stat, hit Edit. How do we clear out our list? We go up to the top, and we hit Clear. What do we not hit? Do not hit Delete. The list will delete, and you won't be able to put anything in. So I hit Clear again. If you accidentally delete your list, you'll need to get with me so I can show you how to restore it. You hit clear and then just arrow down. Okay, let's go put in this list over here for example 2. Do you have to put in the entire list? You don't. How many dots do you need? You only need 2 numbers. So if you want to put the whole list, you can, but you only need to put in -4, enter, 0, enter. That's 2 numbers, right? An x and an x. But I have to put in the matching y's or it's not going to work. So when x is -4, y is 6. When x is 0, y is 4. I just put in the first 2 pair of coordinates, yes? Okay, now what do I go to? Stat, Calc, option, y option 4 because we're wanting a linear equation, and hit enter until you see the a. What is the slope? -0.5. Now if I wanted this as a rise over run, I would need to go change it to a fraction in my calculator. Do y'all remember how to do that? In your home screen, you would go to -0.5 and hit math fraction enter. So that's the same thing as -1/2. So both answers are correct. If you need it as a rise over run, you would use this one. Yes? All right, let's try one more over here, number 3. Okay, go to Stat, Edit. How do I clear out my list? Go up to the top and hit Clear, and then just arrow down. How many coordinates do you have to put in? 2. They have to go together, though. So if I choose to use 6, I have to use this 2. Okay, so I'm going to use 6 and 3, and then 2 and 2. If you forget your steps, they're on your paper. Then I go back to what? Stat. Now where? Calc, option 4. Hit enter until it gives you the answer. What is the slope? Why is it 0? Look over here. If I graph this, it's going to look like this. A horizontal line. Isn't that a 0 slope according to Slope Dude? He said this is 0. Fun. All right, let's do one more, and then you'll be on your way with your assignment. So I go to Stat, Edit. Clear everything out. And I'm going to type in 2 coordinates. -4 and -1 are my x's. 4 and 3 are my y's. Now I go to Stat Calc, option 4. And what is my slope? Do y'all know what this is as a fraction? What is 0.3 repeating? Y'all should have this memorized. 1/3. So it is -0.3, but I would need to put a repeating bar above it. And if you don't know that, go back to your home screen and put in negative 0 point. A whole bunch of 3's repeating until you can't type anymore. Hit math, fraction, enter. And what does it tell you it is? Negative 1/3. So on your assignment today, if it wants the answer as a fraction, you're going to have to convert it if it's multiple choice. Yes? So you go back to your home screen and just convert it. Okay? All right. Your assignment will be in the Google Classroom. I just need to get it posted, and I will pass out the answer document. Everything's going to be the same like normal. Come get it checked with me.